Today we are going to be using the tallest slasher possible on NBA 2K23. This build is the max height in the game and it somehow also gets slashing takeover. And with that being said, the goal for today's video is pretty simple. We're going to go to the rec center and we're going to try and get some contact dunks on this build, man. Let's go. But before we get started with the video, man, listen, it is summertime. It is hot outside. There's some places right now in the US where it's almost 120 degrees outside. So I need to make sure you guys stay cool and stay hydrated, and one of the best ways to stay cool is wearing one of these shorts right here, which you could pick up at my sponsor pristinejerseys.com. The link will be in the description. All right, so before we get started with the gameplay, I'm just going to quickly show you guys that haven't really seen this build yet how to make this build. And for the returning viewers to this channel, this is my 7'3" Wembanyama build. Vitals are very simple. You just got to make this at the center position because that is the tallest position you can make in this game. And then when it comes to the body settings, it's going to be very simple as well. Height 7'3", weight 230 pounds with an 8'1" wingspan, and a compact body shape is what I chose, but you could pick whatever body shape you want. And then when it comes to making the build, this is pretty much all of it right here. I'm not going to really go into a whole lot of detail, but if you do want to see a detailed explanation on why I made this build the way that I did, you could go check out my Victor Wembanyama build video. I highly recommend it because there's also some really great gameplay on that video as well that I think you guys will enjoy. But one thing I will explain really quickly though is the takeovers. You get a lot of options on this build, but when it comes to the slashing takeovers, you're actually going to have to use finishing moves on this build in order to get contact dunks. Now the reason for this is very simple. Since your driving dunk is only an 80 and you don't unlock contact dunks by default, you have to use finishing moves to unlock contact dunks and slashing takeover. None of the other slashing takeovers can do this. I used it with easy blow-bys for hours and I could not get a single contact dunk. And if you were on any other build that actually does get contact dunks, I would recommend you use easy blow-bys because it's just such a better slashing takeover and it's probably one of the best takeovers in the game. But since we're on the 7'3" today, we're gonna have to use finishing moves. We're gonna try and get some contact dunks today in the rec, man. Let's go. All right, so for this first game right here, we're walking up the court. This guy's fumbling the ball. We pick it up. I see an open corner that I can fade into, and yes, you can actually hit fades on this 7'3" max wingspan monster. Right here, we're open on the break, and we're trying to get a contact dunk, but we end up just driving and getting a green meter dunk, and we also get the and one. Now, even though one of the coolest things about this build is that it is a 7'3" slasher, it is also dominant on the defensive end as well. You can get blocks constantly on this build. And look at this, we get the crazy snatch block right here, and we have slashing takeover. So listen, I'm trying to get a contact dunk. I'm going in transition. I got an open lane to the basket, and did I really just miss a wide open dunk? Okay, well, we're just gonna ignore that happen. We're gonna get another crazy block on the other end. Listen, it is still just the first quarter, and we are getting block after block after block every single possession on this build. Speaking of which, we're on defense again. He's trying to dump it down to the big. He almost gets this crazy standing dunk right here, but somehow we magically get a block. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I think that's the first time I've ever blocked a standing dunk like that, so I'll take it. Now this right here, man, listen, this is just a layup. Wide open three, top of the key on the stretch, big 7'3" slasher. Damn it, I don't even know what to call this build at this point, man. It can just do everything you need it to do. And I know a lot of people always ask me what my favorite build is. I'm not gonna lie to you, this might be it right here. 7'3" slasher that can shoot and play insane defense. I mean, I really couldn't ask for anything else. We're about to hit halftime, as you can see right here. We tried forcing something right here, but we ended up not getting it. But we did get player of the half. We have 14 points, 9 rebounds, assists, a steal, 7 blocks. We're shooting 3 for 4 from 3. And as you can see at the top of the screen, we're going up against a full squad and they're just getting tossed all over the place just by solo rec players. I'm not gonna lie to you, it didn't get much better for these guys in the second half. Right here, we get an open lane and an easy bucket for an easy 2 points, and the score is now 37-60. And then right here, they leave me open once again right here on the left hash. And again, it's an easy wide open catch and shoot, and it's gonna be a bucket. But yeah, no, at this point in the game, I'm still trying to sweat this out, trying to get slashing takeover on this build. We get the steal off the inbound jam into the self alley for the easy bucket. And again, now we're in the fourth quarter. I get this catch right here. I have an easy lane to the basket, and look at that. Look at the quick drops. Dude, that's nasty on a 7'3". Hey, drop in the comments down below if you guys want Limitless Takeoff to stay for 2K24. I don't think I want it to stay, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, because you got 7'3" centers like this with only an 80 driving dunk that can literally dunk from fucking 30-40 feet away. Now right here, look at this. You can tell these guys were mad, bro. They're trying to triple team and all this crap. I got slashing take, so I'm trying to get a contact dunk. They wouldn't let it happen. I pick up my dribble, but they leave me open for some reason, and that's how we end the game. We ended up killing these guys, and I'm not gonna lie, I was talking my smack a little bit because it was a full 5. If you come in with a full 5, I'm just saying, you better not lose, because if you do, I'm gonna be saying some shit. But listen, man, the job is not finished, so we're gonna go into game 2 right here really quickly. We have not gotten a contact dunk yet on this build, and we're gonna make it happen right here in this game. We're gonna win this jump ball right. Never mind, we don't win the jump ball. Now right here, early on in this game right here, this guy picks up his dribble. I know he's gonna look for a cut, and he's got it right there with me, and it's an easy bucket. Now look at this right here. This is some transition offense. I am beating my guy down to the paint, so I'm thinking they're gonna dish down the ball to me, but they don't, so I'm gonna pop out here. He kicks it out to me right here near the corner. I'm thinking, you know what? I'm gonna hit a little step back three right here. He's not gonna see this coming. We get the shot off, and we hit that shot too, man. I'm telling you, you can dominate on this build if you know what you're doing. You have so much size to your advantage, so much height to your advantage. There's a lot of shots that you could take on this build that you probably can't take on other builds just because you have that height advantage and you can actually just shoot over people. Now right here, finally, I have the ball. I have slashing takeover. I'm driving to the rim and I'm trying to get this contact. Hey, that's what we're looking for right there. Whew. Okay, so that means we actually did it. We got the contact dunk on this build. I'm super happy we actually got that done. And for some reason, my random teammates actually liked me. They kind of fuck with me a little bit. They're giving me the offense. They're giving me the keys to the O on a 7-3 center. Look at them. They flop it too. They seeing the shit I'm hitting. They're like, there's just no way. And again, man, I cannot emphasize this enough. This build in the right hands is unstoppable. It might be one of the best builds in the game. Listen, I don't use that title a lot. I really don't. I'm not like every other YouTuber that says, oh, this is the best build. That's the best build. That's the best build. No, when I tell you this is the best build I have used all year for Random Wreck, it is insane. Now, do I really think this is outright the best build in the game? No, I don't think it is. It's pretty much unusable in park. For threes, it's just going to be too slow. For twos, it's just going to be too slow. You're going to be guarding like 6'9", 6'10" centers, and you're just not going to be able to keep up, especially if there's any random teams that do like PNR. You're just not going to be able to keep up on back-end defense. But then again, if in the right hands, you could make it work in park. But again, if you got to guard some ISO defense as well with like the 6'9s and stuff, it's just going to be too difficult. It's going to be pretty impossible on this build. But in 5v5 rec, if you're playing Random Wreck, this is a good one. This is a very good build. Even in squads, if you're playing with squads, you want to play on a really good center build, this is perfect. I wouldn't recommend any other build. Now, is it the best Pro-Am center build? I don't really think so. I mean, there's a little bit more leniency when it comes to what's the best Pro-Am center, because then you're going to get into completely different arguments when it comes to inside centers, outside centers, centers that have really good passing accuracy, centers that have just average passing accuracy, what's better, pick and roll, 5 out. That's going to be a totally separate, different conversation, and based off of how you feel on that situation is going to help you then decide what you think is the best build. So if you're more of a 5 out guy, you might like this build. If you're more PNR, you might like some other builds that have 99 offensive rebound, high pass accuracy, and all those other things. But hey, man, it's July. We're getting to the end cycle of this year's 2K. So listen, if you want to just have a build that's really fun to play on, this is definitely it for sure. I don't think I'm going to ever play Pro-Am on this build. I think it's just too late in the year. I don't think anybody's interested enough to actually lock in and play Pro-Am. So I don't really see any reason for us to try and do that. But that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to keep trying to pump out more content like this. And if you do like this style of content, please leave a comment down in the comments below. But that's going to be it, man. I'm out. Peace.